MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Hyunjin Ryu, a Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball. Does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
So stepping in, Adam Jones. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. The 2-1 home. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it towards the backstop.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Eduardo Escobar waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. Chopped weakly to the left. Turner loves it. And a good throw gets him one gone. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, I know this team can swing the bat. But one thing I'm focused on, and I think a huge key for this team, is base running. And I'm not necessarily saying stolen bases. Just being aggressive on the base pass. Putting the defense on their heels. Taking the extra base. Maybe that send from first to home. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu. He's 2 for 3. Hit on the ground out to short. Seager ranges to his left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Wilmer Flores. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Just underway here in Southern California. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Settling in now, Jock Peterson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now another 1-2. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Now a moment for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. He hit over .320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Here's Corey Seager, career line against Greinke. He's a perfect 2 for 2. He also has 1 home run. He stays alive, still 2-2. 2-2 one more time. Still even at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. The 1-1. Swinging a ground ball to third. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. Your partner trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Jones is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Stepping into the box, A.J. Pollock. Career line against Greinke was 2 for 3. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Coming in is Jones. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. We are still scoreless. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, David Peralta. Here comes another 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes Ryu, 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, Dero, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
On the ground to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Christian Walker. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. A dive, but he's back. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's going to find its way into left. Back-to-back knocks have him going here to start the second.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
In now, Ketel Marte. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Peralta at second. Walker at first with no outs. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off 2-2 now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Bouncer down the line. That's a foul, so the battle will continue. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Strike 3 called, and that's a big out, number 1.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at Jock Peterson. He can play both corners, but his calling card is center field, where he can track down a lot of balls gap to gap and got a strong enough arm to throw guys out at the plate.
So striding forward now, John Ryan Murphy, and a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard. The 1-1 pitch. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run is scored. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
Into the box now, Zach Greinke. Changeup just off the black. And
Count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike.
Relay to first. In the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Into the box now, Cody Bellinger.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Hit hard to short. There is Ahmed. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Nick Ahmed. Defense is this guy's calling card. One of the slickest defenders in our game. Super sure-handed and doesn't get enough love on the defensive side of the ball.
Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 1-1 home. Hit softly on the ground to first. Walker fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. Career line against Greinke. Small sample, a perfect 1 for 1. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Digging in now, Hyunjin Ryu. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1 and 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm on the hill, I'm throwing that changeup again. Didn't look like he picked it up very well out of his hand.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2 and 2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for LA. They trail things here 2-0. Not far from us here at Dodger Stadium, the beautiful beaches of Southern California. Thanks again for joining us on MLB Network. Back alongside Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Adam Jones gets set to start out the inning. Here's the 1-1. And a fastball just a bit high. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1. Stepping in, Eduardo Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Hit hard to 3rd. Turner has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They're up 2-0. Digging in, Jock Peterson, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Flores has it. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
Here's Corey Seager, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. And he got him.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
And it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Good work there by Zach Greinke. His guys lead it 2-0. Up next for Arizona, David Peralta. He singled his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. Played on the backhand. And there's out number 2.
Center fielder, number 4.
So digging in now, Ketel Marte. He threw a base on balls his first time up. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. But they hold a 2-0 lead. At the plate, Max Munson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Center fielder, number 11.
Now to the plate, A.J. Pollock.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher. And there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Jones going back. Gone! Cody Bellinger puts a pair on the board with that homer, as the Dodgers have bounced back to tie this one at 2.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both of these guys are working right around the same speed, 93 for one, 92 for the other. Next up for Los Angeles, Austin Barnes reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here's a high pop-up. Ahmed has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Striding in once again, Nick Ahmed. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Grounded to the right. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The pitcher, number 20.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Zach Greinke. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So that'll extend the inning and give Adam Jones a chance.
Hey, D-Row, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The next 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Another payoff pitch. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and the man in scoring position.
Won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair, halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And a fastball just a bit high. The 2-1 home. Fouled off. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Two runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Here's Corey Seager. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Marte has a beat on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now batting, Justin Turner. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Greinke comes set. Here's the 3-2, and it's fouled away. Once again, a 3-2. Popped him up. Walker moving to his left, and the inning is over. Dodgers leave 1 through 5, all even at 2-2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilmer Flores. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one. So it's a good start to the inning for the Diamondbacks. Leadoff hitters aboard. Now at the plate, David Peralta, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. The 1-1 home. Pulled softly out toward right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is, without question, nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're going to bunt. You don't know. They can do so. They have so many options at their disposal right now.
Caleb Ferguson comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Number 4.
So striding in, Ketel Marte. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. Ruled a strike on the outside corner. 3-1.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. The second for one. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
A base is loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping in now, Nick Ahmed. 1-2 now. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike three. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Dodgers 2. Leading off the inning, Max Munson, and they'll need him to get something going here. He'll try it again. 3-2. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. Stepping up to the plate, A.J. Pollock. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now a double play ball here, as this is on the ground to third. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder.
Ready to take his hacks again, Cody Bellinger. As he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Count remains full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Popped into the air, back behind second. Flores over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 3-2. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Standing in, John Ryan Murphy, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Popped him up. Hernandez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
The pitcher, number 21.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Greinke. Last time through was a base hit. hit to third. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 10.
Stepping into the box, Adam Jones. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The 2-2 one more time. Line hard, but foul. The 2-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Hit down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in time and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in LA. Get up and stretch. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Dodgers 2. Standing in, Kike Hernandez. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Foul. The next 3-2. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hold strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Line softly to the right side, but foul. Barnes leads off first with 1 away. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. Here's Jock Peterson now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Inside corner, called to strike 1 and 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. The 1-2. high and deep to right center. Jones going back at the track, the wall. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. So a 3-run shot to right center field, and it's now 5-3.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Into the box, Justin Turner. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2. And another foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Hard hit at third. Escobar over to his left. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 5-3 LA. Scott Alexander has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Eduardo Escobar standing in. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
The 2-1 home. Misses down below the knees.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
A little bouncer. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Still anyone's ball game. 5-3 is our score as we take a look now at the starter comparison to see how these 2 guys fared in the matchup. Ready for another chance? Wilmer Flores. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. One and 2, here it comes. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinker, 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. The next 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out. So the Dodgers trying to close this one out in front of the home crowd here at Dodger Stadium as you get a look there at our line score through the first 7+. At the plate, David Peralta. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He loses him on ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Striding in, Christian Walker. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. 1 left for Arizona. They're still down 5-3. T.J. McFarland is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in once again, Max Munson. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Ready for another shot now. A.J. Pollock. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground out to short. Ahmed fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
2 strikes.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 2 out, nobody on. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ketel Marte will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
3 balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Nick Ahmed. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1-2. Gets him looking, strike 3.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
1-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Arizona down to its last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. The Dodgers used a 3-run seventh to help propel them to the win. Caleb Ferguson pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 5 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Our state attendance this afternoon, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.